Right guys, time for another RLR beer short. For this one we're going to go to Mochimune, Shizuoka Prefecture over in Japan. Another beer from the wonderful West Coast Brewing. This one is called Endgame Magic, 9% ABV, a New England Hazy Imperial Triple, whatever you want to call it, IPA. 9% ABV, I'd probably say it's more of a double IPA. 10% for me is the borderline, but still, it's a really nice beer actually. Pours this lovely kind of bright yellow mango juice colour, and I would describe this one as being a more wheaty and barley malt leaning New England IPA. Citra, Nelson Sauvin and Galaxy in this one incidentally. So backbone of the beer, fresh white bready bread crust, little bit of wood, little bit of crackers you very often get. There's a layer of kind of wholemeal brown bread in there, a fluffier layer of barley malt white bread. You get the more dense wheaty white bready character out of this one. It's a little bit more bitey further back on the palate, smoother further forward. I think European malts used in this one in all honesty. On top of that, you get the kind of oaty creaminess going down the middle line of your palate, a little bit of an oaty dryness further toward the edges of the palate, a little bit of like Werther's original butter candy, butterscotchy character in the middle of your tongue, which is the boozy side of the beer, surrounded by a wee bit of biscuit. The yeasty side of this one, for me, has a little bit of brown bread score, white bread around the edge, and then more of a kind of bread crusty note to it. But yeah, it's the wheaty bitiness and the barley malt bread that really kind of linger there. Now, this beer too, I think, builds a little bit of bitterness the further into the aftertaste that you go, but the green component in this one, a little bit earthy. As you come further forward, it's got a wee bit more of a kind of pine resiny character to it, some floral aromatic spice, but a little bit oily because of the use of cryo oils and things like that, and then round the front curve of the tongue, it's just that little bit lighter and more grassy and slightly zesty. The fruity side of this beer on the front third of your palate. At the back you get a little bit of a touch of, a little touch of grapefruit in there. There's some peachy character on top. Lots of juicy mango, passion fruit in there. All of that coming from the Citra and the Galaxy in this one. As you move further forward, there's a bit of apricot, a bit of pineapple. The pineapple is going to come from the Galaxy. Then in the front half of that, front third of your tongue, you've got the white, green, gooseberry type notes, which is all about the Nelson Sauvin. Mouthfeel wise, this one for me is top end of mid-bodied, bottom end of full-bodied, smooth carbonation. It has that typical Japanese kind of cleanliness to it, the drinkability. IBU wise, I think 50, maybe 60 IBUs in there. The malt is, we see, a bit drier underneath, smoother in the middle, and a slight sweetness on top. And then yeah, you've got that lovely juicy fruity character to this one. So a really interesting beer, one of the more wheaty and barley malt leaning offerings from West Coast Brewing. So yeah, this is Endgame Magic, 9% New England Hazy Imperial Triple IPA from the wonderful West Coast Brewing in Mochimune, Shizuoka Prefecture over in Japan. Give it a go and see what you think. Great, great Japanese brewery. Kanpai.